Yeah, I literally took 2 naps and still almost fell asleep in this movie. Yeah, you already know. What's going on, my YouTube subscribers, action fans? Like, hope you guys are having an amazing start to your weekend, because we got the second of 2 new movies that came out this weekend, and the new one coming out is the Expendables 4. Expendables 4. Who asked for that? The newest movie in the Expendables trilogy, quadrilogy, now stars Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, and crew. Is this movie good? Ouch. No. Doesn't even have the novelty fun of, like, I remember the first Expendables movie, it was like the novelty of like having like all the old 80s action stars with, you know, Stallone and Sylvester, yeah, I almost said his name twice. You know, all the cool 80s action stars. Was it Bruce Willis or one of them? I can't remember. I remember that Arnold was in it. Left Arnold hating this one. And you can just tell that that novelty act is just gone now in this movie. It was just pretty much just like, we got to put out something or we'll lose the rights to the Expendables franchise. Let's just see what sticks. And it's like, no one gives a damn in this movie. It's almost the most generic plot, generic action movie that I've probably seen in a hot minute. As soon as I saw Megan Fox get on screen, I was just like, oh yeah, this is bottom of the barrel. Let's just jump to it. Again, protocols I believe that Expendables 4 is in theaters right now. There was like 10 people in my auditorium in the Dolby Theater when I saw this movie. So for all 10 of you that want to know about this film, here's what you need to know. Adding the movie. 2 main people were following. The other people I was just like, I don't care. Jason Statham and Sylvester Stallone almost to a point and almost become the Jason Statham show because of plot reasons and shit. And Jason Statham is just, you know, he's just cool. He's kicking the shit out of baddies or just shooting the shit out of people. It's just entertaining to watch him on screen. But even that gets kind of stale at the point. You're just like, I've seen you in better roles. And then there's Stallone. I can't even like talk about him too much because it's kind of a spoiler, but I'm almost to the point that I don't give a damn. So, but Stallone was just Stallone in the movie, trying to salvage what little left he has left of his 80s action glory. The character on the scene, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Yeah, 50 Cent's in the movie. I just barely mention that because it's 50 Cent. He doesn't really add anything new to the movie. Matter of fact, he wasn't in it at all. The movie would be no different. The plot of the movie is that you got Jason Statham and Sylvester Stallone to get the Expendables together for another mission because there's this other generic bad dude who fucking gets these nuclear codes or whatever. Yeah, nuclear codes, nuclear bombs. So this bad dude's got the nuclear shit and sent the Expendables to stop him. That's the plot. A super thin cookie cutter. That's what it is. I will say that there is like a B story that's also happening alongside the main story, but that's kind of like a spoiler. But again, we'll see how long this review goes before I just stop giving a shit. This movie, like I said, it's an action movie. How's the action? I mean, the action is, you know, bodies hit the floor, 50 people under 50 cows and people getting blown up and people bodies getting exploded and shit. Yeah, that's cool to watch. It's cool to watch, and that kind of, again, that background music noise where you're working on the computer or, you know, you're vacuum cleaning or something. You just want something in the background for ambient noise. Expendables 4, that's it. All flash, no substance whatsoever. There's also a point in the movie where the movie wants you to care about a certain character or shit like that. But then it's like, when you start to care about it, like, okay, I'm getting invested. Something happens at the end of the movie makes you be like, well, it just negates everything else that happened before that reveal happened. And thus, I don't care. The cause of the movie, like I said, it was so boring. For a movie that has a bunch of fight scenes and action scenes, and then, like I said, the last half of the movie takes place on this big ass tanker boat. So pretty much like the last level of Call of Duty and shit, one of the Call of Duty maps. That was this last half of the movie. Even then, it was just kind of just like, I've seen better. At the end of the day, The Expendables 4 was a movie that I'm sure nobody asked for. The franchise should have ended probably at 2. Remember the first movie came out, it was like, okay, novelty action, got the 80 stars, cool. And then it's like, okay, for the sequel, we could bring in the people who wasn't in the first movie and cool, 2 Expendables movie, yeah. And then the third movie, I can't remember what it was about. And now this fourth movie, I'm not gonna remember this shit by like Tuesday. It was that bad. That being said, I'm really going to say that Expendables 4 is easily a 2 out of 10, but you're not going to remember it at all. Expendables 4 is in theaters now. You're going to see it. You're not going to see it. Just wait for it to come on Netflix in like 3 weeks. Do yourself a favor. As always, subscribe. Until next time.